There was a dog that was very hungry. He searched a food everywhere and at last he found a bone. He picked the bone with his mouth and started going back to his home. There was a bridge on the way to his home. When he started crossing it, he saw his reflection in the water. The dog thought that there was another dog with a bone in water. He wanted to get that other bone too. So he started working at his own reflection. His bone fell in water as soon as he opened his mouth. The greedy dog lost his bone. The moral of the story is don't be greedy. Once there lived a lion with his three friends, a crow, a jackal, and a leopard. One day, a camel lost his way and met the lion. The camel asked, "Can I please stay here?" The lion welcomed his guest and let him stay with them. One day, the lion fell very sick. He was unable to go on hunts. The lion's friend suggested the lion we should ask the camel to bring us food. But the lion did not agree and said, "He does not belong to our forest. He may get lost deep in the forest." The camel heard him and said, "You have been kind to me. I will go and look for food." All the animals praised the camel and the crow decided to help him. And they both went in search of food. The moral of the story is always have the spirit of working together and be thankful to others for helping you. Once there was a fox. He was hungry. He went in search of food, and the fox could not find any food. At last, he reached a vineyard. The bunches of grapes were hanging. He wanted to get them. His mouth began to water. The grapes were too high. He tried to get at the grapes. He jumped again and again, but all his efforts were useless. The grapes were too high for his reach. He got tired. He was sure that he could not get the grapes, and he went away, saying that the grapes were sure if he ate them, he would fall ill. Thank God they were very high. The moral of the story is it's easy to despise what you cannot have. Once there was a boy named Christopher. He had a bad habit of lying and making excuses. He never made any efforts to study his lesson. It was exam time and all the children were preparing for the exam. But Christopher was just wasting his time. Christopher thought he will copy from his friends and clear the exam. As luck would have it, Christopher was made to sit alone and write the exam. Now Christopher was blank and he did not know what to write. His face turned pale. Seeing his condition, the teacher called him and advised him to prepare well for the upcoming examination. Christopher performed himself and started studying well to perform well. The moral of the story is work hard and make efforts. Once upon a time, there lived two cats near a village. They were close friends. They played together, slept together, and went everywhere together. Suddenly, one day, there was no food for both of them. The two cats went in search of food. They found a loaf of bread. They both wanted the bread as they were very hungry. They began to fight over it. One cat said, "I found it first. It's mine." Another cat said, "No, I found it first. Give it to me." A monkey in the tree, seeing them fighting, said to himself, "It will be great if I get that bread. It looks yummy." He came to the cats and said, "Friends, why are you quarreling? I will settle your fight." Both the cats agreed to his proposal. The monkey split the bread into two uneven pieces. One piece was large and other piece was small. Then he ate a portion from the large piece, but this made the other piece larger. So it took a bite from the other piece. Likewise, the monkey ate the whole loaf of bread. It climbed back the tree, laughing at the cats. Two foolish cats couldn't able to eat anything. The moral of the story is, when two people fight, the third one always gets the profit. A farmer bought a well from his neighbor to water his farm. The neighbor sold him the well but did not allow him to draw water from it. The farmer went to the emperor for justice. His courtier questioned the neighbor, who said that he had sold the well but not the water within it. The neighbor was told to either pay rent for the water to remove it all immediately, realizing that his trick didn't work. He apologized and went home. The moral of the story is, cheating will get you nowhere.